All right, everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing, I believe it's going to be my first unboxing of a particular product that I have bought on this channel, but I may have done some other ones, but I can't remember. But anyways, this unboxing is a very special one to me. It really defines what model railroading and even collecting is all about. So if you guys didn't know, I'm a big Union Pacific fan. I tend to collect things in Union Pacific tree from Southern Pacific, Norfolk and Western, Southern Pacific, Missouri Pacific, and all sorts of other ones. Um, but this one's really special because I love the transitional era of Union Pacific. You got the big gas turbines. You've got, the veranda, the phase one turbine. You got the big blow. You got the big boys still kind of at the edge of their lifespan. And this particular model I thought I would never get because it fits perfectly into that era, but it is such a rare kind of engine. And I'm surprised that I even have it here to unbox to show you guys today. It is definitely one of those purchases that I've been saving money for because if I ever saw one that it was affordable and I was able to grab it and available, I was going to snatch it up in a heartbeat. But I thought that was going to be several years down the road. And just the other day, just browsing through Facebook Marketplace, I saw it and I had to have it because the price was just right. I am super excited for this unboxing. Let's go ahead and go right to it. So, as you can see, this is originally from NJ International Inc. Now, for those of you who know your model trains, this is actually a brass manufacturer. And this engine you can only get, well, you can get it in two different ways. You can find the very old ones that came in brass, or you can buy the ridiculous, the most overpriced brass engine, which is the $6,500 version of this. Needless to say, I got this for 7 times less of that price. It is definitely expensive, but for what it is, I could not believe that I've got it. And so let's go ahead and unbox this particular turbine. Now the turbines, there were a couple of them. There were several of them that were made. Gen one, and then they had the veranda turbine, and then they had the gas turbine, or the big blow, I should say. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm just reciting from what I remember. All you smarter people will, correct me if I'm wrong on several different things. But I am thoroughly excited that I have one of these. They are rare, and the fact that I was able to grab one and have it in my collection is awesome. So, for those of you who are nerds and geeks of model railroading, can already tell what this is going to be. But this is the A unit of the Union Pacific number 80, the coal turbine engine. I've always wanted this in my collection. I never thought that I would actually see the day that I'll be holding one, let alone be able to run one. So right now this is currently in DC configuration. It has some work to be done, but that's the labor of love, and I love this model so much. This is number 80, and this is actually a converted, if I remember correctly, an Erie diesel locomotive that was converted for the coal turbine use. And so this is really heavy. It's currently in a DC form. As you can see, I need to put windows in there. I need to put obviously a decoder in here. I've got to put couplers on. So it does require a great bit of work. But again, it's going to be that labor of love. And that's why I cannot wait to start working on this. Matter of fact, the only thing that was stopping me from actually doing it right away when I got it is I want to do this video and show you guys that if you wait and if you save up your money, you will get those dream locomotives that you want. This is the last dream locomotive that I've always wanted in my collection in HO, and the fact that I've got it now is insane. Like, patience always pays off when it comes to this hobby. And so this is the the monster B unit. And this is one of the many reasons why I loved it, is because it's so unique. It's so crazy. And that's what I love about Union Pacific, is that they were not afraid to experiment. And this is the massive 80B unit. It does have a DC motor in here, just one. And it is just, again, I am shocked that I was able to, that I'm looking at this right now. Again, it'll need some couplers, which is fine. I need to convert it to DCC, which again is fine. I'm doing a lot of study now so I can convert this to make it all sound proper and all that. We're gonna go ham on this, and I just can't wait. I mean, this is I cannot begin to tell you the scale of just how big this beast is. This is pretty much the size of um I can't remember, probably a Centennial is the best way I can describe it. But when I started researching Union Pacific and I saw this come across the history books, I knew I wanted this in HO. And the only available unit that I saw was in Lionel scale. Again, kind of shout out to um, Eric's Trains. But he showcased this on his channel for the Lionel version of it, and man, it's like I wish this came to HO. Which then I did a little more research and found out that it did come out in brass, and then the newest one, I think it's by Overland Models, is selling this for a ridiculous $6,500, and it's not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. Because for the price that I paid for these, I can convert it, get everything squared away, just like that $6,500 model for, like I said, for almost 7 times less the price. So I was really stoked when I saw this. And now we go for, and if I remember correctly too, this was actually a modified engine. Again, I can't remember the exact history. Again, you history nerds out there will definitely correct me. But if I remember correctly, this was from a converted experimental unit. I believe it's from the Pennsylvania Railroad. There was an experimental engine that epically failed, and so it was going to be scrapped. But then the UP saw it, and they bought one to experiment with the coal turbine, and came up with this monstrosity, which I absolutely love. I love this thing so much. I love the uniqueness and just how complex this machine was. Alright, and then the last piece is the fuel tank. And here it is. So if I remember correctly, this tender actually came off of a 9000 series engine is what they ended up converting it from. Again, considering this is brass, the details are just exquisite, and every handrail is brass, every ladder is brass. I am very, very excited to get working on this engine. It's gonna be a labor of love. Again, it's very simplistic. This is very simplistic DC. It has no lights, no windows. But again, that's not the point. The point is that I've actually got a physical model of the coal turbine. Because originally what I was planning on doing was I was going to just scratch build a coal turbine. Like, I was doing the research to go ahead and scratch build it. It was going to take me a lot longer. But the fact that I was able to actually find one off the Facebook Marketplace, I was excited to say the least. And it's one of those that, if you save up, if you balance, your checkbooks and everything, and you know exactly what engines you want, man, that's what makes this hobby so much fun. Is that when everything does line up, kid in a candy store. Kid in a candy store. Alright, so here it is. We've got the A unit here, which is basically an old Erie locomotive. And then we've got the monstrous B unit. And then the 9000 steam tender here, which is so funny. I love the story behind the coal turbine. It is definitely a Frankenstein of Union Pacific's engineering, and it's just madness, and I love it. Alright, we'll get the tight shot here. So yeah, this is the number 80 coal turbine. So this actually completes all of my turbines from that era. There's a few other engines out there that are completely even more ridiculous. It's like two engine caps together. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that, but um, I'm satisfied with the collection I've got. I've got a, you guys have seen the big blow on this channel so many times from scale trains. I haven't shown the MTH engines that I have for the Phase 1 gas turbine or the Veranda class. So that's something I'm going to be doing. And then eventually, once I get this one converted to DCC and have the sound and everything, we'll have the layout, just nothing but turbines as a special. And I cannot wait for that. So, yeah, I'm definitely happy about this, and I cannot wait to put this on the rails. So, with that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.